Jon-Allan Butterworth, well, riding for Great Britain, he is going to bring the house down this afternoon. He will be so popular. The roar when the GB athletes are competing is just absolutely deafening. You can see the shape of the velodrome. It traps the sound in. It's very warm as well. So Michael Gallagher So he won this event in Beijing 4 years ago. Can he defend his Paralympic title? So Michael Gallagher, the 33-year-old. Versus Jon-Allan Butterworth, the 26-year-old. So this is Michael Gallagher's first event of these games, and as you just heard there, Jon-Allan Butterworth won a silver medal in the men's individual C4 to 5 1 kilometre time trial, so he will be out to get gold, but Michael Gallagher might have something to say about that. Absolutely smashed the world record this morning, Michael Gallagher, that had only just been beaten by Butterworth minutes before. So both away cleanly. And this crowd, what excitement there is here this afternoon. I'll tell you what, I reckon Butterworth will get off to a very good start simply because the crowd will push him along. But Michael Gallagher, well, he'll use it to his advantage as well. He's slightly behind at this very early stage. There's not much in it at all. But Jon-Allan Butterworth, he will be lapping this up, soaking in the atmosphere, using it as energy to power himself on. It's such a difficult event. It's essentially an endurance event. It's on the track, but it's endurance. So these riders, well, there's not a lot in it, although it appears that Butterworth is able to extend his lead just ever so slightly. It's still less than a second, but it is getting bigger. And Gallagher has fallen behind by 1.220. This is difficult. It's going to make it harder for him if he can't make up some time now. If he's going to keep gradually falling off the pace, Butterworth is going to end up with the gold medal. And Gallagher, that was a very good lap by him. He's just managed to make up some time, around about half a second. It either means he's finding his range and finding his rhythm, or Butterworth went out too hard too early. 1.198 behind. The crowd is absolutely crazy, hoping that Butterworth can do this for Team GB. So he's paring back this lead ever so slightly. Michael Gallagher just slightly faster than John Butterworth lapping at the moment. Butterworth went to that early lead, but that lead is now being pared back. It's now less than a second. It was up to almost 2 seconds at one point, now just over half a second. These men are riding very, very well. This is a great contest. Wow, that lead's been pared back to 0.3 of a second, just fractionally over 0.3 of a second. We'll get another update, but we still have more than a kilometre to go. And Gallagher has hit the front. He's hit the front after being behind for most of this race thus far. We're still not quite at the 3 kilometre mark yet, but I tell you what, Gallagher is really making a go of this, but Butterworth is going to have to hold his nerve and use this energy of the crowd. But he's now more than a second off the pace, so what a dramatic turn of events. At one point it was Gallagher who was almost 2 seconds behind. He's managed to reel in that lead, and if Butterworth's not careful, he may even be caught. It's now over 2 seconds. Butterworth is now over 2 seconds behind, trailing Gallagher. And Gallagher is riding absolutely beautifully. You can see his thumbs pressing down on the aero bars. He's in a perfectly still position. He's riding extremely well. Butterworth now almost 3 seconds off the pace, and it's Australia all the way. It is Australia all the way, and you can see that now Gallagher is going to just be able to spy Butterworth down the end of the straight, and that is going to spur him on with just 1 lap to go. What an extraordinary ride by Michael Gallagher. I don't think it's going to be enough to threaten the world record. Actually, it is going to be enough to threaten the world record, and that I believe, let me have a look. Well, what an extraordinary ride and a great competition. No, it's not enough to threaten the world record. My mistake was looking at the wrong piece of paper in my excitement, but Michael Gallagher, what a handy day at the office for him. He's had to set a world record this morning in qualifying, and now he's won the gold medal against quality competition. A man being supported passionately by his home crowd, but in the end, Gallagher was the better rider. Certainly showed the signs of it this morning. He had a slower start than Butterworth. Butterworth perhaps got out of the blocks very quickly, absolutely buoyed by the din in this velodrome. But Gallagher settled. He didn't lose his nerve, even though he was down by about 2 seconds at one point, and managed to reel it back in, and in the end made it look pretty easy, winning by around 3 seconds. So an excellent back half of the race for Michael Gallagher, and he'll be thrilled with that result. So now we'll have 2 medal ceremonies before the day winds up at the track cycling. Day